All right, what's up, guys? VV back with another video. And in today's video, guys, we got a short and sweet one today. Bear with me. Today's video and tomorrow's video will be a little bit shorter than normal because I'm having to deal with a hurricane here in Florida, where I live. Now, I'm not in the area that's getting hit the hardest. At least that's not what it looks like on the radar just yet. And hurricanes can move around, but it doesn't look like where I live is going to be getting hit the hardest. Which, hey, I'm not complaining about. However, I'm going to be pre-recording this video and uploading it early and then publishing it. You know, I could publish it from my phone even if I lose power. I'll have it all set up to where I can publish it on the day that I need it to come out. So just to give you guys a heads up, that is the game plan. So today's video and tomorrow's video will be a little bit shorter than usual, and it will not be my standard format. But don't worry, after this hurricane blows over and everything gets back to normal, which will hopefully be by this weekend, you know, really hoping that will be the case. By the time everything calms down, we should be back to normal. Okay, hopefully, and like I said, hopefully that's by this weekend. All right, so yeah, in today's video, let me give you a quick run through. We're going to be going over 4 games on the sim. There's not going to be any lab. There's not going to be any art critique. We're just doing 4 games on the sim, and then I will show you guys the deck list at the end of the video for each of the different games. Which let me tell you what they are. It's going to be 2 games of Arlong. Whoops, where's my fingers at? 2 games of Arlong, 1 game of Garp, and 1 game of Belo today. Okay, and then I will have the deck lists at the end of the video. All right. Okay, you know what you're getting into, guys. Let's dive straight into it. I should still have everything time-stamped and all that good stuff, in the general description and any kind of deck lists or any kind of relevant links in the comment section. All right, okay, let's get into this, guys. You know what we're getting into? Let's do this. And again, this is not going to be my standard format like usual, but hey, that's all right. It is what it is, right? We got to wait for this hurricane to go by. Okay, so let me check real quick. Speed is on 2x, volume is off. First game here, we got a game against, we have a game of green-yellow Arlong versus red-green Chopper. Now, this is OP09, so a little bit of spoilers for those who don't know anything about OP09 yet. But real quick, this is a version I was messing with. Someone did want me to mess with this. It's like an Egghead version of green-yellow Arlong. Excuse me. We'll see. I'm not like head over heels with it just yet. Let me pause real quick and finish my thought. I'm not head over heels with this version of the deck, but it had some potential. I'll say that. It did have some potential. Now, real quick, we are Arlong. We got to go first. We slammed down a Kikinojo on turn 2, going first on a 3-Dawn turn, and we swung for 7 at our opponent's face. They're a 4-life leader. They're down to 3, so now any kind of Land of Wano triggers that I get off the top of my life are coming straight into play. Okay, great start for us. All right, let's see what our opponent does now. So they play out the Tony Chopper. The 3 costs 5k. They play and they get the 3 costs 4k blocker off of that. They swing for 5. Unfortunately, we cannot play an S-Hawk. That is one of the new Egghead cards that I'm messing around with. We cannot play that out until we have 2 or less life. Okay, so we're on a 5-Dawn turn here. There are a few options. I could swing 5 into Chopper and 6 into Chopper and try to get cards out of hand. Or I could take the more aggressive route. We'll go 7 at face here and then cheat out the S-Hawk, and then we'll see what they decide to do. They play out the event. I think it's called Shut Up and Come With Us. You know, yeah, that's what it's called. And then now I've got 2 Dawn left. So I think right here, if I remember correctly, we're just waiting for our opponent to make sure there's no triggers. I think I'm going to swing 8. Yeah, I'm going to swing 8 into the rested Chopper. That will cost 3 cards out of hand. They just let it go, and that's fine. That Chopper is a little too good against our board. I want to just go face. Understand that. I would like to just run my opponent over, right? However, that Chopper that we just KO'd, the EB01 blocker Chopper, he can give our characters minus 2,000. Is it minus 2 or minus 3? I can't remember. It's either minus 2 or minus 3,000 power for the turn when he attacks. We do not want any part of that. We don't want to have to deal with that. So they play out a Dr. Hiraluk from the Tony Chopper, I believe. And then they're going to swing in for 9 at face. Okay, we're going to be taking that, but we're waiting for them to do their top 5 search for Chopper. We're just waiting to see what they pull out from Chopper. Let me make sure we're on 2x speed, guys. Sorry, I think I forgot it. No, okay, it is good. Okay, so they get out a Hiking Bear, but we get a Satori trigger from life. And, you know, for those who might be thinking we got lucky there, No, I think this deck might be running about 47 triggers or something like that. It's some ridiculous number, guys. Pretty much everything in this list is a trigger. Okay, so I'm going to swing 7 at face here. I don't know how much I agree with that. I think I should have actually swung 7 into the chopper because he's getting too much advantage, too much value from that. But right here, I think you're going to see me switch, you know, basically switch pace. Because I see, like, okay, I can't beat their board currently. And I don't think I can take them out this turn. I could try. You could always try to go for lethal here. But why would I? I feel like I can actually survive. So, like if I take out some of their board here, I feel like I can actually survive. So I'm going to swing 5 into 3. That's going to cost a 2K and a 1K. Let's see if they have it. 5 into 3. They give me a 2K and a 1K. Okay, well, I still have 2 more attacks, so I don't know exactly how well that's going to pay off for them. And then we're going to, so now I think we're going to swing 5 more into 3. And then if I think he lets it go here, but then I think I make a mistake. So hear me out. I think what I should have done here, okay, we're just waiting for this to happen. We're just waiting for him to decide. Yeah, he lets it go. I think I should have swung 6 into the chopper. He probably would have 2K countered out, but that's fine, right? He gets a 2K out of his hand, because then my follow-up play was going to be S-Snake to lock down a character. That's why I didn't swing 7 with my Arlong. There is an idea there where I could, you know, swing out with Arlong, lock down the leader attack, but I need to stop these choppers. Like, these choppers, we got to stop that. They're generating too much value. And I'm actually kind of vulnerable this turn. Now, this is not Zero, okay? This is red-green chopper, so that's why I didn't go way more aggressive into their board. But this is red-green chopper, the leader. So I wasn't as scared of getting rushed down right here, but at the same time, when he played out that card right there, Robson, I got a little scared because that card in red-green Tony chopper is actually very good because you play him out for free, right? You basically play him out for 3, and then you use the leader effect to attach 3 Dawn on up to 3 different, you know, 1 Dawn on up to 3 different characters. And it's like, whoa. So I was like, oh gosh. All right, so he swings in for 6. We go ahead and 2K, we 1K to get out of a 6. He swings in for 5. We 1K to get out of that. And now I'm feeling like I can't lose this turn. Swings in for 6. Let's see what happens. I have to take it. I can't get out of it. He's using the character's effect. I get a Frankie. Now, because I know I can't be KO'd, I actually let it... Okay, pause. A lot of things just happened there. So, number 1, if I had... Okay, if I felt like I was going to lose, because remember, guys, they can't swing with that last chopper. They can't swing with it because I hit it with S-Snake. But if I felt like I was going to lose there, I would not have played out the Frankie. Okay, that would have, just so everyone understands, I calculated there's no way they can rush in with 2 Dawn left, okay? So that's why I decided to just take the Frankie, because I knew I was safe. All right, so now let's see what happens. Okay, I've got 5 bodies on the board, and he only has 1 life. He left 2 Dawn active. So we're going to go 7. It's like, hey, if you've got a Radical Beam, let's see it, dude. You know, that's kind of the situation we're in. It's like, hey, bro, I'm calling your bluff. You left 2 Dawn active. He played out a shut up and come with us. I'm going to swing for 7 more. And this is not looking good for our opponent. Okay, let's see if they have it. They do not. Look what was in their hand, by the way, guys. If I didn't win that turn, it could have got nasty. If I had not put on enough pressure that last turn, then they could have established a very big character there. But hey, it worked out. We'll take it, right? We'll take the dub. Okay, next game. We got one more game of Arlong. This one's versus Red Yellow Sabo. Okay, yeah, I've got a little bit of experience with this leader, and this is a straw hat version. Very interesting. Okay, so they got to go first, which is less than ideal. That's the worst part. So the version that I'm running, guys, this is an Egghead version of Arlong that we're messing with today. The worst part about this version, and the same thing with the Kikinojo, I guess, is like when you take early hits, early triggers, a lot of times they're just dead. Like, they're not triggers. Like Kikinojo, if I had a Kikinojo on the top of my life, I would not get a card from it. Or excuse me, I would not be able to play it I would not be able to put it into play because your opponent has to have 3 or less life. Same thing with these Seraphim cards or the S-Snake, S-Hawk, and all that. Like, I have to have 2 or less life to even be able to use the effect. That's my one biggest complaint with running the this Egghead version. I was just trying something out, though, just trying something new. So we're going to swing 8 into 5 here, cheat out the Kikinojo, their turn. I have a lot of 2K counter, right? I've got Satori and 2 of these Hatchans, so I'm feeling okay and plenty of little 1Ks here and there. They swing in for 8. I give them 2 2K counters because they gave it banish. We're going to swing in for 7. We're swinging 7 into 5. They take it and get a Kikinojo trigger. Must be nice. We're going to play out S-Snake, lock it down. We were already prepared for whatever trigger they were going to bring out. That's why I didn't choose to swing in hard with the leader. I was going to stop whatever they had. Okay, we're getting out of the 6K attacks. They're not going to hit us with these easy 6Ks. Wow, loads up 4 on Nami. I would not recommend that in this situation because I can just eat all this up if I need to. Right. Okay, so right here I'm going to do a top 5 search with my Egghead searcher. Very, very nice. We'll get a Frankie, 2K counter. We'll play out the Lilith. We'll do another top 5 search, see what we can get. I go for the Nami so I can pop anything I might need to pop next turn. And here we go. I think I'm just going to cheat out the S-Bear. I think I should just go for the board here. I'm going to be honest. Well, no, I can't, can I? If I go for the board, I have to drop them down to 3 life for my Kikinojo. Okay, swing 6, swing 7. This one should go through. It does. Now I will be able to play out the. Now I will be able to let my Kikinojo get KO'd, and I can actually gain a life from it. I've got 2 2Ks in hand and a 1K. I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, they're gonna swing for 6. Interesting. We take that. The S-Hawk will trash a card. I'm like, dude, I'm going all in this turn. Like, okay, 5 into 6. That was a blunder, and we needed that. We did need that, but I could have gotten out of it if I needed to with that that Nami there. They play out the Zoro. Yeah, 2K counter out, I guess. Here we go, guys. I think it's time to just go everything at my opponent's face. What do you think? Yeah, we're just going to go 6 times, and or 5 times than everything else on my leader. So again, this is just 7s, 7. Okay, actually, excuse me. It's going to be attack with this. Hang on, pause. So because they took that last hit, it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to go everything on this character and just go all in. So that was fun. Kind of rushed him down there. I will say this. That got scary. That game got a little bit scary. And the one biggest problem I have, I will probably mess around with the Egghead version again in the future. The biggest issue is when I take these early hits and it's like an S-Hawk or an S-Bear, I can't use the effect, right? Like I can't cheat them in and play with their triggers because you have to have 2 or less life. And then with Kikinojo, it's the inverse where your opponent has to be on 3 or less life. It's just, I don't know, it's a little bit wonky. Maybe we got to mess with it more later. Okay, we got 2 more games, guys. One game of Red Black Garp. Okay, whoops, I forgot to turn the speed on 2x. This is a weird list, guys. Bear with me. This is OP08.5, I believe. So bear with me here. This list is nowhere close to finished, but I am messing with a few pretty cool ideas. Notice we have the stage in Garp. Like, you might think, like, hey, that's a little bit overkill, right? Nope. Not at all. Not even a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. It might be. We'll have to see. So I get the Sengoku. That's a great card to have. That Sengoku is very nice because we can draw 3 with that card, right? It's like play it out, trash 2 Navy cards to draw 3 cards. So we'll swing 5 into face here with my blocker. I'm not afraid to get aggressive. They get a Brûlée. Again, I'm just not even scared of this card. We'll swing 5. They give me it right away. I'm going to go -2 on that. We'll play out the Kobe, pop that card, and now this next turn they're going to go straight for my Kobe. They have to KO Kobe. So it's like, okay. Oh, and they had a Gadatsu. That was pretty nice. The Gadatsu was pretty good there. That was less than ideal for us. Okay, but they play out the Gadatsu. They take out the Kobe. They play out a Pudding. I didn't see what they searched up. Marine 4. I trashed 2 cards there with the Sengoku to draw 3 more. And now we're going to try to do some mess around with the Dawn here. I'm trying to see how I can do this where I can get that card off with the Brook. And that was perfect amount of Dawn. We're going to swing for 8 at face. Let's see what they get. They get another Brûlée. Very annoying. But Brook's going to take out the Gadatsu. And we're actually fine right now. We're actually doing just fine. Okay, so our opponent is on 8 Dawn. They play out a Kikinojo. And let's see what else they have. Looks like they might go swing 5, swing 6 maybe. Or, yeah, okay. So swing 5. All right, let's see what happens here. I give them the 1K counter brand new. I just don't need that card anymore. And they're going to swing there. Now, they have exactly 6 cards in hand. So, perfect. We'll go ahead and put the E-Show on here. This is a fun turn here. We'll swing 4 into the 2K, popping the 6K Kikinojo. They can have the extra life, whatever. And then we're going to swing 5. They give me the blocker. We'll swing 5 into that. We'll take it every single time. Right, that was a very, very favorable turn for us. Now, they are going to be able to take out my Brook here by swinging into it. 8 into 4. Yep, I'm not defending that. Plus, I already have another one in hand. They got every single Brûlée this game, guys. I think they got literally 3 or 4 Brûlées this game. Okay, we're going to swing 10 into 5 here. They use the blocker. We do a top 3 search with brand new. I think we got a Kuzan from it. We're going to swing for 5, and I think we're going to go Kuzan plus Brook this turn and just clear it up. Just clear this board up, man. This is a crazy game. They're back up to 5 life. Like, I think they were down to 3 life. Now they're back up to 5. And what do I have on the board here? I'm in trouble, right? I'm actually not in the best shape. They play out a 10-cost Linlin. What is this? I'm like, oh, man. Are we about to lose like this, guys? Are we about to go down, you know, go down like this? But all right, here we go. Let's see what happens. I do counter out of that. I really considered taking that because if he has another Linlin, I just wasted a card in hand. So we're going to swing 5, reduce the cost of Linlin by 4, take it down to 6. Okay, we're waiting for a trigger. Oh, look who it is. It's another Brûlé. Very good. So we reduce the cost there. We're going to completely get this. Man, that is a lot of cost reduction on the board, guys. It was like attaching. Okay, pause. Let's talk about what just happened there. -4 from the Kuzan, right? Where's my control button? -4 cost from Kuzan, -3 from the Isho, -1 from the stage, -1 more from attaching a Dawn to the Isho with my leader effect, -1 more from attaching the Dawn to my Brook. When Brook attacks for 5, it's -1 more Dawn. I mean, that was just crazy amounts of Dawn reduction right there. We'll take it. That's always a good thing. Okay, so we swing for 5 there. They get a brand or a Onami. And this is looking ugly, guys. This is looking ugly. We'll swing for 6, and I think we're going to play out. So I left 5 Dawn open just in case they got a body, and I was going to hit it with a T-bone. But instead, they got removal. So let's see what they get here. Again, I've got 5 Dawn active for a very specific reason. So that way I can play out the T-bone if they get a character. If not, I get to play out my Borsalino to protect my life. Okay, so if they play out a 10 Lin here, okay, I think I just take this. I should just trash life here. Yep. So we'll trash life. If they swing in for 8, I can just counter out because I did the math already. Okay, so right here, we'll just block and go 2K, 1K. All right, and here we go, guys. I've got my blocker. I can do a lot here, right, guys? I can do quite a bit. Attaching 1 Dawn to my Isho will give that Linlin -4. Because it does -3 static, and then attaching it onto a character gives another -1 because of Garp. I'm going to swing for 5. I'm trying to get cards out of hand or see if I can get cards from their life. Okay, they decided not to take that. I'm like, okay. All right, we got to be careful. We got to be very careful here. So let's see what we can do. I think we're going to swing for 9. Again, I want to see what they get. I really need to see what they get first. If they get a body, I need to remove it. I'm like, okay. So they get rid of my Borsalino. That's very, very annoying. But how are we going to get around this, guys? How do we get out of this situation? We can't go down like this. We cannot go down like this. So -4 there. Okay, minus some more there. We're going to go Gecko Moria, grab the Rebecca, and the Helmeppo, sure. And we'll get rid of the Sengoku. He did his job, minus a bunch there. Playing out the Brook, getting rid of this card. Your turn. Okay, we're just being slow and steady, methodical. We don't want to lose to a trigger. That's all we don't want. The only thing they could have gotten there to win this game would have been a Thunderbolt. Or some type of KO effect on my Rebecca. And I think Thunderbolt's the only way to go. Okay, so he did some type of effect there. And he didn't replace his life card. I don't understand what happened, but it was going to be swing 9, swing 9. There's pretty much no way out of it. Good game. That was a very intense game. Garp, guys. You know, I know this is just Linlin. I know it's just yellow Linlin. But, guys, red-black Garp. I think it's getting better and better as more and more support comes out for Navy. Like with the new ST, 19 Smoker package. Okay, one more game, guys. We got a game of Belo versus Lucci. Okay, let me go speed 2x. I don't know if this is the OP09 version or not. We'll find out pretty soon here, I think. I'm a big fan of Belo. I'm just going to be honest with you guys, just being straightforward. I did not like this leader at first. Excuse me. I was not a big fan at first, and then I was like, you know what? This leader's actually kind of good, you know, after playing with it, you know, playing a little bit. And I will say it wasn't until it got the 5-cost Ivankov. Like, that came out the set after they introduced Belo, I believe. And it was not good until it got that, in my opinion. Okay, so he's going to swing 5 into 5. I'm going to give him a 1K counter. I don't want to go down too low just yet. Okay, they play out a Khalifa, so they can't KO my character this turn. That's a good sign. And here we go. Okay, of course I get my Belo Betty all the way on turn, on my 5-Dawn turn when I'd like to, play out my Ivankov. So we get out the Inazuma. I'm just going to pass turn. I'm just trying to be, trying to be very patient here. And I understand they can remove more than one character a turn, but we got to be patient and just force them to have it. You know what I mean? So swing for 5 here. I think I kind of want to take this because I need to trash cards with my leader's effect. So let's see if we can get like a trigger or something like that. Okay, so we take it. We get an Ivankov, which is actually very good. That would have been probably the second best thing other than a trigger. So Spandan, let's see what he goes for. Hit the volume up there. Okay, Sabo. Okay, I'm not worried about Sabo. Like, let's just be 100% right, real quick. I'm not worried about Sabo at all. Like, not even a little bit, right? So right here, I'm going to play out the other... Oh, man. We play out the other Ivankov. We get a Karasu in there. -1 to your leader. We're trashing a card, and all these guys are coming in hot. We're coming in for 7 first. I think it's going to be 7, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Yep, 7, 7, and then it's going to be 8, and then 9. This one right here has Banish. He's got to give me a blocker here. Yeah, has to give me a blocker. Coming in for 9. He's going to take that. Your turn. So I have 2K and then 3 1Ks in hand. He's going to have to get rid of multiple characters this turn or he's just gone. And he honestly, he has to get rid of Karasu. He just has to. But I'll tell you what, if any deck can do that, it is Rob Lucci. But it might just be too little too late now because he wants to drop down like a... okay, he had to do a Tempest Kick. Did he have enough? Yeah, he did have enough in his trash. Yeah, he's got to get rid of Karasu. So swing for 6 into 4. Okay. Honestly, I think I should let this one go, but I wouldn't be surprised if I counter out. Yep, we counter out here because what else is he going to swing with? Because he's trying to tap something out. Okay, swing for 6 into... He got greedy. He's got 4 Dawn left for the Rob Lucci. Okay, I do let it go. I was going to say, I think I should have actually countered out of that. I think I should have countered out, guys, to be completely honest. Because he's going to get rid of... Wait, did he do this? Did he do the... I think he did something wrong, guys. I think the Lucci player did something wrong. He's only going to be able to get rid of 1 character. Yeah, whenever he swung, I don't know what he just did, but he did something wrong. So now, I don't know if there's any chance for him to get through this. I did get a Karasu there. Okay. Yeah, I think I just play out the Inazuma here. We give everything rush. Yep, trash that card. Boom, boom. Make sure I give it to the right characters. We're going to swing in for the 3-cost characters first, just in case he has an event on top of his life. So swing in for 7. Let's see what he does. Honestly, he should counter out of this one. Like, I wouldn't use a blocker yet, because all my next attacks are going to be bigger than this. Okay. I guess he could have tried to take the risk of, like, getting the trigger to pop the other one. Maybe. There might be an argument for that, but it's not a very good argument, I'll tell you right now. So now swing 9, swing 9. Good luck. And there's no way to get out of that. That was a fun one. I don't know what they tried to do the turn before, but they definitely messed something up. Like, they definitely messed something up. Getting greedy with the Khalifa attack. It's like, just use the... Like, look what they have in their hand. They've got 2 Tempest Kicks and an Ice Age. Just use that to get rid of my biggest characters with your Rebecca, Spandine, Lucci combo. Or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, that was a fun one. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Like I said, guys, it's going to be pretty quick videos today. Or a pretty quick video for today and for tomorrow. Okay. So here we go. This is the Arlong list that I was messing around with. Notice I got the name up here, Egglong. It's like, a play on Egghead with Arlong. It's, I like the other version better, guys. I'm just going to be honest. Now, this version's not finished, but it was running 1 card from OP09. It was running Dureshi, which can do a top 5 search for 2 trigger cards. Like, how do you get a top 5 search for 2 different cards? That's just crazy. So, of course, we had to mess with this. And notice I'm running 100% counters in this deck. So this is like a 50 out of 50 card deck that's just all triggers. Lilith is a cool idea, like cheating this out with your Arlong. Because even though you're not a Egghead, or excuse me, a Vegapunk leader, you can still use this. You can still cheat this out with your leader's effect. Because it's not checking for it then. It's just checking if you have a trigger to cheat it out. And it costs 4 or less. And then on play, top 5 search for Egghead. So it's kind of like now you have like 2 really strong turn 2 attacks or you can either cheat out the Kikanojo or the Lilith to do a search. So, you know, there might be something there. I don't know. I need to put a little more time into it, playtesting it. Because one thing I will say is this card's going in no matter what version we're messing with in the future. This card is definitely going in the deck. This is a good card, whether you're playing the Egghead version or not. And S-Snake, too. S-Snake is really not that bad. Shutting down an attack, it allows you to actually... how do I say this? It allows you to change gears and actually go into the board instead of just having to go face, you know, smork, you know, just like going all in. I love being able to change directions in the middle of a game where it's like they think I'm going all face here. It's like, oh, no, I'm just going to eat your whole board now and your turn. And, you know, I can't lose this turn. You know, it changes the momentum on them. So, yeah, that's the Arlong list. Let me move over to the Garp one. I don't know what I called this one, guys. Let me see. It might be RB Garp. 8.5, yeah, this is it. So this was an 8.5 list. So this is the list that we saw that I played against the Linlin with. There might be something here, guys. There might be something there. Like, Sin Goku is actually much better than I thought he was. Because it's all about getting him on turn 1. Getting him later in the game is still not the worst thing in the world. And with this list, because I'm running, like, okay, I'm running Gecko Moria. But here's the thing. I'm running 4 Marine Fords. So after I get my first one, okay, Sin Goku can just trash one and then another random card. And I can draw 3 cards while putting down a body. The body's not super relevant, but this is a whole nother target for this guy right here, Gecko Moria. And of course you have your brand news, you have your Surus, you have a lot of combo potential there. There's probably an argument to work in maybe a few Luccis in this list. I don't know. We'll have to see. Like maybe to get like 2 or 3 Luccis in the list would probably be really nice, really strong in the deck. But we'll see what happens. Currently it's like full on Navy with just a few other cards that are not Navy. It's like these 3 right here, Brooke, Gecko, and Rebecca. Because, guys, let's just be honest. These 3 cards right now are like the engine that drives most black decks currently. It's just too efficient not to run. And most people probably think I'm crazy for not running 4 Gecko Morias. And there is an argument for that. You could go down 1 Isho and go up 1 Gecko. I wouldn't see any problem with that at all. Okay, and now let's check out the last list is just Belo Betty. I haven't changed anything with this one, I don't believe. I think this is what I was running. What was the other one I just had? Let me see something real quick, guys. Oh, B8 and that's Bonnie. Never mind, that's Bonnie. So yeah, this is it. This is the list I was running at the end there for the Belo Betty game. Very straightforward. You've got your 1-3-5 curve with where's Belo Betty at? Turn 1, Belo Betty. Turn 2, you can play out Inazuma or Morley. Where's Morley at? This one right here. And then turn 3, you bust out Ivankov, and it's just a very high tempo play. Hopefully with the Ivankov, you can snag like a Karasu or an Inazuma, or excuse me, or another Ivankov. A lot of different options here. You've got decent amount of KO with cards like Lindbergh and Kuma. You've got Fire Fist to help with cost with power reduction and Koala. It's just a solid list, guys. And then we are running 2 Kitten Killers as a finisher. Dragon works here as well. You can definitely run Dragon in this spot, I believe. And honestly, you can go down the Garp, the Sanchis. And let me see something real quick, guys. Give me just a second. Going into OP09, excuse me. Going into OP09, we're going to get access to quite a few more really decent targets. Belo Betty here. Pause and read this if you don't know what it does. Drawing a card is crazy. Lindbergh potentially popping things on play. This is not a win attacking like the red one. And then this Karasu, 3 cost, 4K, 1K counter blocker. And these all 3 had trigger to play the card. Excuse me. Just really, really strong. Really, like a lot of potential. Okay, that's it, guys. I'm done. Like I said, these videos were supposed to be short and sweet, so that's about it. I'll have all the deck lists down in the comment section below. If you guys have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please put them down there. I'll get to it as soon as I can. Let me go ahead and put up the playmats page real quick. Big shout out to everybody who supports this channel. Thank you guys so much. You know, if you're just liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, viewing, or whatever you're doing, talking to people about, you know, about the VV theory at your locals, things like that, I really appreciate it, guys. Big shout out to the playmat supporters over here. Thank you guys for buying a playmat and supporting me in that way. I hope you're enjoying it. Those came out really, really awesome. And then last but not least, the patrons page. Okay, big shout out to everybody on the patrons page. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel in the ways that you do. Okay, all right, that's it. Again, hopefully everything's going to be good with the storm. Hopefully everybody stays safe, guys. Please be careful in the storm if you're down here in the southeast of the United States with a hurricane. please be careful. Please be safe. And hopefully it passes by very quickly with minimal damage, and we can get back to our normal way of life, right? Just like, you know, wherever you're living, wherever you're at. Okay. All right, that's it. I'm done. Appreciate you guys. Till next time. Peace.